Good evening and welcome to the stream. This is part 9 of our playthrough of Dungeon Master. We made decently good progress last time around. Ended up, which I think was actually level 11. I was able to look that up fairly easily by the conveyor belt that we basically ended up on. In which area we were. I think it's level 11 that I found. There are 15 dungeon levels in total, including the final one, so that means that we have this one and 3 others to go for reaching the final one. The game is ready. Let's jump right in. Remember exactly where we save here. And it was very close to that conveyor belt. We had basically just browsed around here a little bit or entered the stream. Let's see. I can hear the sound of skeletons walking around here. Ah, yes, I remember this now. These are the stairs where we came down. You better this monkeying around and take this seriously. I thought we had saved after we passed this point, but apparently not. Oh. I remember still the path to get there. It was basically through here and here, and then back on the other side, downwards and over here. Right. Ah, yes, I remember this, the 2 doors. And we had already opened up this one. I think we actually chose wisely. I think this is the correct door. Cast a little more light here. I don't think we had actually ventured here. Loaf of bread here and an apple, something to eat, which is welcome. No signs of a secret knob anywhere. I think it was Akmafin who complained last stream that the button was too obvious. Some of them have been very well hidden, but usually they are visible, at least in good light. So when you reach the magic level high enough to be able to use the light spell all the time, Not much of an issue. It's weird that we seem to have started at the beginning of the level. Possibly we were teleported there at some point. Yeah, that might have been it. We might have been teleported there when we stepped on one of the conveyor belts. Now this belt is relatively difficult because we hadn't really figured out when to step off. You can see from here that obviously if we move forward, there's another conveyor belt on the other side of the aisle there, and I'm fairly sure that it will go sideways. So if we leave the conveyor belt in this location, we will come out on the other side and enter into that one. And it seems to go basically in a circle, takes us to every location, and there are a few interesting ones that we can actually step off. All that did was we ended up facing the other direction. I'm trying to get off where the, yeah, right here. There's a bomb here that I wanted to grab. Now, funnily enough, the one right next to it is the teleport, which I think takes us directly back to the start of the level, which is bad. Here's a water flask. It's welcome, of course. So this is one of the exit points, and I'm just gonna check whether I'm correct about the teleport. I'm fairly sure it sends us right back to the beginning. So I've just saved. Yeah, it does. So that's how we ended up there. Let's just reload from where we saved, get back on that conveyor belt, and figure out the next place to get out. Right back in. There are a few places where we can potentially exit. Just missed it. This is one of them. I think this is the one where we came in. No, it's not. This is definitely another exit. just missed it. It requires decently accurate timing, and it's off a little bit. And there is a slight delay between pressing the button and what actually happens. It's sort of hard to get exactly right. I'm either a little bit too early or a little bit too late. We saved, so we end up fairly damaged from all the bashing into the walls, and this is surprisingly difficult. Getting out next to the teleport was easy compared to this. Might also be that we're just stepping right back into it. That might be it. That potentially would mean that there's only one real way out of this, and that's at the end of this corridor. What could get motion sick? Especially to think we're stuck on the best. Not facing the correct direction anymore. The take a little break here, restore the save. We managed this once, so we know it can be done. It's just a little bit. Most of the characters are slightly burdened because we're carrying a lot of stuff, including food and water and all sorts of additional items, flasks and potions, magical items. So the characters move a little bit slowly. It's hard to get them to step out. This way is actually just easier. It actually is safe since we're in here. Definitely going to meet a lot of nasties in here. There's no question about that. Bring up the OneNote document with the different spells here right now. This gonna need it. Yeah, we've been here before. I remember removing this torch wall panel there. Eventually we then went back. Best not to dwell very long in the corners. That's one way of getting surrounded by monsters. There is a door here, however, which is closed. So that's nice. This was a dead end, so this is basically it here. Let's see what's behind door number 1. A button. A very obvious button, but a button nonetheless. Here are some of the nasties. It's the skeletons that we've been hearing rattling around here. So use our ranged weapons. To our advantage here. We still have some ammo. And we could even have a little fun with the fireball. I really don't like these guys. They pilfer random items from the backpacks, and you don't find them again until you manage to kill the monsters, and they run away fairly quickly. They don't really do much damage, they're just mostly annoying. And often they steal things like a weapon, like the bow, which means that you don't have a weapon to fight for ranged combat, which is bad. Got the arrows here. The skeletons, they also loiter, they leave behind all their gear. Sometimes hard to pick up your things. You've been fighting them. Their shields are all over the place, as well as their swords. Here are my arrows hidden underneath the swords. We could do with finding more of the arrows, but we're okay for now. I've been using both of the spellcasters as wizards, and I've also used the mood. How dare he? What was the lightning bolt again? That's Okathra. Spell system is a little bit weird in this game. You have to remember these runes. I think I missed. So yeah, we don't have any more mana. There are two of them. That's not good. We want them to get closer then, so we can fight them in an area where we control the circumstances a little bit. The eyes fire fireballs, so it's not good luck to try finding them hand to hand. Will pulverize you with the magical spells really quickly. Oh, Kath. Ra. Not level high enough to cast this. We want them to creep a little bit closer so we can fight them, but we don't want them too close. We want them close enough to be able to attack them, but in an area where we can run around a little bit. So an open area like this is preferable, but they aren't coming forward. Only because they know we're going to kill them. The hell is that? That's a scorpion. Definitely not going to be fighting him in close combat. Where are the eyes? Plenty of berries in this room. Down goes the skeleton at least. There are both of the eyes. Dennis is slowly gaining his mana back. Let's set up the fireball. That's full ear. I think we managed quite a bit of damage this time around. Fireball spell does appear to be quite effective. This method can be as well. Just a question of not standing in front of the eye when he sends the fireball out. That's a bad idea. Did okay. We're doing okay here. I still think we should close down this door here and perhaps rest just a little bit. Regain some of our strength, our mana as well, even if it wastes a little food. Done well so far. The game. This guy is here. I think it's best to fight this guy from a distance. Down he goes. Potentially go out of here. Save. What do we have here? It's an armored. Almost certainly better than this one. It's a berserker helm. It's very hard to tell in this game because there are really no statistics for any of the armor class items, and you can't actually see the armor class of the character itself. You basically have to guess whether the item you find is better than the item that you previously had, which is a bit weird. But this is an early game and a pioneer basically of this type of role-playing game. And the story is good and the puzzles are good, so I'm not complaining at all. Where's this guy? Standing right next to me. Where are you? Missing an arrow, which is pretty bad. Sort of need to go hunt it down. We can't really spare an arrow. This guy stole two of the shields that were on the floor. I don't much care. I don't care if he took all of them. I don't need them. Did we leave one of the arrows down here? Potentially we did. No. Does not seem as though we did. Seem to have misplaced it somehow though. Okay, he has 3. Yeah, okay. And this is fine. It didn't lose any, just seemed that way. Now we're done with most of the baddies in this room. Potentially we save here. It also still has that button that we haven't pressed. I won't press it until we've exhausted this. There might be many more enemies down here. Not necessarily a good idea to have multiple fights at the same time. It's so easy to get cornered in this game. That's basically how you die. He stole our sword. Of course we find ourselves in a combat with one of these guys. Which I believe this is level 11. Hi, welcome to the stream. I'm fairly sure it's 11. I think I looked it up. It's the one with a conveyor belt. So there seems to be some magical blockage right there. They don't seem to actually move further than this, which is handy for us. Since these creatures are nasty. Try to gather up enough mana to cast some magic here. Not recuperating the mana quickly enough, really. Not that we need to use this much magic. See, grab some of our arrows back. I did play it at the time, but I never finished it either, so I figured it was as good a time as any. Get going with it, finish it up. Now we need to find the thief. He took our sword. The thieving bastard. Here somewhere. But as I've found many times, you really need to find these guys. They're tough to find. They run away very quickly and then you don't find them again. No. There was a guy in the was that you in the stream the other day? I was basically remaking this game. Was basically coding it again. That made some progress. He wanted us to try it out. I must admit I still haven't. Yeah, they were very difficult It was 3 levels ago. There were a lot of them in a pretty big area, and not only were they there, but they were also surrounded by pretty nasty enemies. So you couldn't really focus on beating them because you had to work on the far tougher beasts that were next to it. Are not tough to beat, but when they run away like that with your stuff, it can be hard to find. Here's a scroll. Shield potion. Yeah, bro, we already know this. Magic shield Yair. That we did not know. I'll write that down in the notes. It's a torrent. Okay, we're back here. Must have taken a turn somewhere that led us in a circle, or we came out the other way. Or did we? Are these actually doors we've been through before? Not necessarily. Might be going in circles. I haven't been mapping this. It's a lot of work, so it takes a lot of time. Sometimes that has definitely not helped. A loaf of bread here on the floor, which we'll gladly eat. All of these paths lead back there. Except for this one. Oh, I think that's actually a new area. Let's go back a little bit. There was a big red button that we hadn't pressed here earlier. And also this door. Start with a button. Do a little wandering around here while our mana recuperates anyway. There was this button again here. Like they said, what does this button do? And open up anything there in any case. There's our friend. And he took something. I guess we're quite heavy, we're carrying a lot of stuff. Leave my arrow be, you thieving bastards. We're encumbered, so we move slowly. Where did this guy come from? I don't really see that anything has opened up in here. This is exactly the same as it was. It came from somewhere, so it's probably further down here. there's this door still. Nothing new there. New here either. This is a circle. There are the doors again on the opposite sides as before. Here's where we found the bread earlier. And this is just going back to this same corridor here that goes all the way down here. Leads back here. Yeah, we've done okay, I believe, so far. The problem with not mapping, this is what was opened here. But the problem with not mapping is probably the biggest drawback, really, is you sometimes get a little bit lost, and there are potentially secrets that you don't find because you don't see the map and can't realize which parts are missing. For obvious, there are some obvious hidden doors that you can't find. This is full of foods. It's probably a decently good armor. Are better than this in any case. For Archidon, that is actually a decently good armor swap here. Yeah, I think we're pretty set now. We'll leave this one. I need to cut some light. See where it is that we are. Okay, now we'll go back and deal with that door. Left. For pushing forward this guy. Another armor item. Oh, actually some more items. Looks like a decently good pair of boots. Drop the leather pants here. And the leather boots and swap them for something far nicer. There was a secret button. The Moonstone. Now, it's difficult to tell exactly what these do. And really there is no hint as to what it is that they do. Do something. But but it's hard to tell what it is that they do. We'll assume since we found it here, it's actually a decently good item. And also a drumstick, which is most welcome. So this was basically a bonus area here. Now let's move downwards and to the two doors at the bottom of the corridor. Really the next stage. Where were they again? Take the one on the right first. Let's save. I think that's wise. Game has a habit of knocking you back. You manage to okay, both of the doors lead to the same corridor. That's fine. It's another one of these. Sometimes these are buttons, and sometimes they're just decorative. This appears to be a dead end. These so far. There are multiple paths here. Start with this one. Eventually, some of these are lead back to the same place. Yeah, they all do. Looks bigger than it really is. I chose one of the portraits. Or rather, there are two ways to approach it. You could either revive the character as he was on the portrait, or you can regenerate him, and I regenerated all of them. So although they technically are the same characters, there are some differences. Apparently, I read some basic hints before I started. Apparently that helps you level up quickly. That's the you do find the characters that they are a slightly higher skill level when you start. But they level up more slowly, so eventually, once you reach a certain point, you're at a disadvantage. Best not to get lost while fighting these guys. Best not to get cornered as well. I was a little bit too close. Covered. Guy takes a lot of beating. Up close. He go. He hasn't come forward yet. A dangerous game we're playing with this guy. The other one gets here as well. Managed to sneak up behind us. Would be very bad news. Made it. Okay. There was another one down there as well. Yeah, you can do that. That's one of the things that was invented in this game. The problem with doing that is that you gain no skill. Hello there, Amiga 1200 gamer. Yeah, we killed our fair share of lemmings. I'll say I rather like these guys. Might be tough, but I still like them. To take a lot of beating though. Now we don't have a mana to take them down. Using magic. Survived anyway. Yeah, that lemming stream was pretty fun. At least I enjoyed it. Nice change from the usual pace. You can hear rattling, which means that the skeletons are here somewhere. Rattling their stuff. At least one more of these guys as well. I think we managed to hit him. At least I hope we did. He is. This one definitely hit him. To move very quickly. At least initially they do seem to slow down a little bit when they're injured. Ouch. They're gaining levels. I think these guys are tough. Are we poisoned? No. Was lucky. Perhaps a little bit more resistant to poison now that we've managed to level up a little bit. Dennis isn't doing too hot. He's tired and beaten. Well, good luck. Supper, isn't it like midnight where you are, Amiga 1200 gamer? Okay. Enjoy your midnight supper. Oh yeah, it's 11, okay. Ouch. That was bad. Must have been one there behind us. Didn't know of. I think somewhere. He attacked us while we were sleeping. Sure. I do try to take care that they aren't somewhere hiding behind us, but you never know. Can't remember where we were when we saved. What we had done. I think we were mostly in this game, yeah. There's this guy that attacked us earlier. Method of hit and run works decently well. Not perfect, but saves you from having to rest all the time. Dennis took a blow here earlier, so tired, lacking in energy, sleep a little bit. Save here after sleeping. Unburden Dennis just a little bit here. He gets tired a lot. These guys, yeah, they've leveled up a bit. He's a journeyman now. Has a decent amount of anti-magic and anti-fire as well. Adept fighter and journeyman ninja. And the same here. Neophyte fighter, he's a craftsman ninja and an adept wizard. This guy, artisan priest and an artisan wizard, but a journeyman ninja. So they've all gained some skills. We haven't really used the priest all that much to make potions. So essentially, we could have done more of that for him to gain levels more quickly. Used very little actual magic in the game. Only now really that we're facing things like the Scorpion, where I've started to use something like the Fireball. There's the stairway down. Potentially means that we're mostly done with this level. Let's not leave anything behind. Not something obvious. Here's a room. What's this? Another one of these magnifiers. Already found one of these before. Can't remember where we put it. The Mirror of Dawn. This is a magnifier. It's not quite the same thing, is it? What is this? This is the location where we were before, but now there's a teleport here. Okay, so this is basically just another way of getting into that, where they are. The other side where we found these previously. It's fine. Huge levels. Designed to make your life a little bit miserable. Like that. 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 And that. And that. And that. These guys are really tough. Down he goes. Where were we before we were rudely interrupted here? There's the door. Game is screwing with you. Button right there. Yeah. Game is screwing with you because it's the leaving all of the doors open when you reach them, so you can't really detect whether you've been somewhere before or not. You have to just know it in this scroll. Sobro Ra creates a pure mana potion. That's highly useful information. Have a way of recuperating mana. This is a good item. It's a shield. Hey there, Gleezer. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. Another button here. No idea what it does. Found a key here on the floor. I have a lot of these keys now. Running out of space here, really. I have a lot of food. could unburden ourselves a little bit by just eating. But this key just lying here on the floor was a bit weird. I have a feeling that it wasn't there before. Hard to spot the skeleton keys. They are gray on this gray background. Can miss them, and I have in the past. Had a pretty funny moment in our stream where we went all over the place, double levels up and down, trying to find our way out. But there was a key on the floor all along. We just didn't see it. We're back here, okay. This is a circle here. This goes back. Basically, I think we're done here. Plus, actually not been through this door before. I think we have. Yeah, we have. This is where we came in. Yeah, I knew about some of those. This is actually a decently good weapon. But potentially very heavy, right? Yeah, 6 kilograms. Yeah. Don't remember if we went back at the time to pick up the axe. Because there are sometimes things that are hard to do. It's a shield, right? Yeah. That here. Oh. This as well. We noticed earlier that there are some doors which can only really be opened by by having an axe. You need to basically chop through it. Yeah, this is as well. Free up some space here. Going to check if we picked up that particular axe and brought it along with us or not. Hey Geezer, thanks a lot for the gifted subs, dude. Very appreciated. You're the #1 gifter by far. Welcome Awkward Artwork and Coconut81 to the sub club. And, enjoy your GG emote. At some point I said I was going to go back for the axe, but I'm not actually sure that I have because I don't see it anywhere on us. I wonder which one is better. Doesn't really matter. We'll leave this one behind. Try to free up some weight. No, I don't think we went back and picked up the axe, so we might as well carry this one, and we will. What we'll do now though is to eat. Potentially wondering if we should leave the chest. It's nice to have it, but it's also very heavy, and we need to lower the burden here a little bit. We can eat a little bit more though. $52.8. The empty chest, right? Oh. 39.5. 28.5. 34.7. That's okay. Leave it like this for now. At least got rid of some of the stuff. No, that's less to carry. Now, what was the conclusion? Had we been here before or not? I think this is where we came from, actually. Potentially not. There's an eye. Two of them, actually. I think the eyes in these corridors is actually kind of nice because you are relatively quick to run around with them. And go around corners so they can't cast their magic at you. Got another pair of eyes shooting at us here. Get here. I can hurt you. There we go. Another pair of eyes. Gone. Another case of the game. Fooling us a little bit here. If the door is open, you automatically assume that been there before, but that is not necessarily the case. This is bad. How many of them were there? I think 4 at least. Lots of potential for damage here. We escaped somehow. Should we try this fantastic hello there awkward artwork. welcome to the stream. Congrats on the sub. Yeah, Gleaser is very generous. Yeah, I was going to try this mana potion that we learned earlier. Let's see what that does for us. Let's try a medium strength. What was it again? Sobro Ra was the one. It does work. That's pretty great. That's a nice way of being able to just restore your mana. Okay, we're back here actually. Why are we back here? Did something else open up? Where did these eyes come from? Can't have come from nowhere, so where were they hiding? We had already finished all of this. Or at least I thought we had. Never mind. Here we are again, over here. This room. We've mostly completed this now. At least the important bits. Although we have not found... I don't think we found another key on this level. We have this one. I don't think we have another one. That kind of surprises me a little bit, I must say. We have found some skeleton keys. We have 1, 2, 3 of them. I think. Yeah, we have 3 skeleton keys. Potentially, that's all we need. There's always the potential when we're done and through with this that we'll need to go through this again, searching for something that we missed. Let's go down to save on the ground floor as well. Take a quick gander at this. Yeah, this was level 10. So what we're heading down into now is level 11. I was wrong before. Just wanted to make sure where we were. I think this is just a weapon. Yeah. I'll leave it here. don't need more stuff. Automated. Was that for a bad joke? Turn back, it says. We will do no such thing. This is one of those. Oh, lovely. Okay. So this is not an item to pick up, it's a placeholder so that we know where we are. So this is where we came in. There is a ring over here which this wall says clockwise. This says clockwise, okay. So you're supposed to walk clockwise. What sort of keyhole is this? This a skeleton keyhole. Oh, it's not. I have 3 of these keys though. It's definitely not a raw keyhole. Try casting the soul spell at the door. Doubt it does anything. No, it doesn't. We need to find the key. We're supposed to walk clockwise, so we will continue to do so. Suppose we will eventually get teleported to wherever it is that possibly by random chance. Okay, we're back at the turn back. This is where it says clockwise. And now we're back here, okay? Where is this key? Potentially there is a button here somewhere that opens up something so we can find the key. Possibly there's not. I think we've gone full circle now a few times. But this is not the same. So every time you pass this point, moves you to a new location so you can walk back. A bit interesting. Found some more of these foot plates. Get rid of these elven shoes. So that means, Gleaser, you can only buy 110 more games until the importer crashes. So I will keep you in line so you don't stockpile lots of games. I also subscribe to the Humble Bundle, and I have far too many games. Okay, this is the keyhole bit. Now potentially it's changed again, right? Yeah, it has. Oddly, there's a... It's very hard to figure out these weapons in the game. It's sort of like you need to know the language to be able to identify which weapon is better. Now we found this saber here just lying on the floor. Is it a better or worse weapon than the one that we currently have? I have no idea whether it is. And frankly, it's impossible to tell. It's also exactly the same weight. And even if you find it later on in the game, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's any better. Here's another keyhole, oddly enough. This might be a keyhole for a raw key. No, it's not. Yeah, very much like. So okay, if you walk clockwise, every time you turn around the corner, there's a new area, or so it seems. Not every corner though. Some of them. This is the first one that we saw, where we had the stairs going up. Now let's start back here. And as soon as we walk around this corner, now we have this area. We've been here before. This is where we left the elven boots. Now we're back here. So if we turn around now, we're now at this area here. Fairly sure this actually wasn't here before. I think we would have spotted it just lying there on the floor. So potentially if we walk forward here, at the next corner, we will have yet another one. Yeah, we will. This is the one with the saber. And this keyhole. Don't have a key to either. There's nothing more here. The corners change. So what is the corner in one of them isn't necessarily the corner in the next one. Turn back, it says. Seems that you go 12 hours. Change. But where are all these keys that we're supposed to find here? We need 2 of them now. Yeah, it's very nice to be able to concentrate some of them at least. I have so many of these utilities stored now. I have the Origin one, I have Uplay, I have Steam. All of them update endlessly. They're all a bit heavy. Origin especially has this annoying tendency to start updating when you're preparing to do something, and it doesn't really do it in the background. It just crashes the disk endlessly without asking permission. I had it go off once when I was starting to stream. I had to actually quit the program to make it stop. Okay, so you can basically go endlessly around the corners as long as you go counterclockwise. Yeah, the Twitch streams use up a lot of bandwidth. Still here, okay. So the turning point here is right over here. We have something that we can simply leave here. Yeah. So this is one of them. Let's do a full circle of this one. We'll pick up this stuff here. It's good to mark. You can use it to mark places. Need to figure out exactly when this changes. It's not random at all. This wall says turn back. Still says turn back, so this is not the correct point. Yeah, it's Wednesday. So now it changed. Where did it actually change? I'm fairly sure it's Wednesday everywhere. There's a key here on the floor. One of those incredibly difficult to spot iron keys. Yeah, technically, yeah, it's, I suppose it's Thursday. Now, there's this iron key. So, switch this lock. doesn't actually... Okay, did eventually open the door. And there's a chest. Inside the chest is a solid key. It's a very solid key. The Alice would approve. We place the chest, it's here. Not carry it with us. Unwise. Let's drink something here. Getting a little bit thirsty. Some of them are lighten our burden a little bit as well. The thing is that the only place in Iceland where it really gets this cold is out east. Sometimes there's a lake there called Lake Nývatn. Occasionally does get that cold there, but here in Reykjavik, where we have the Gulf Stream, we have a constant barrage of either slightly below zero, slightly above zero, so it's slippery a lot and it rains a lot and it's often windy as well. The weather isn't really all that cold. Don't get very much in the way of summers either, so guess that's the trade-off. It never gets very warm either. Wait for the next one. Not this one. We want the one with the... Yeah, I know what you mean. It's sort of the other way around here. It feels like every day just somehow merges into the next one. I see very little difference between the days here. Oh, damn it. Those damn hornets again. Die. At least we're better equipped to deal with these guys now than we were at the time. We have leveled up significantly, gotten better at protecting ourselves from magic, gained a bunch of powerful spells as well, which we can use to pulverize these guys. What did this actually do for us? It's weird that this doesn't actually appear to have opened up anything. It just added this enemy here. Now, where did he come from? Yeah, working without pay, I don't know how that would work. If you can't go to work and you can't do free work either, you were able to do free work for someone else, then eventually you could also go to work and just work for a living. I hope you have good insurance so that you aren't losing out on any income. That really would suck. What I'm doing now is searching for a hidden wall here. I'm curious where this guy came from actually. Potentially from nowhere. It might have opened up in another area. You really don't know. At least we seem to have gained this guy. Then this is poisoned. See how quickly it goes away. Have pure poison though, right? V-Bro is pure poison. V-Bro. Take a sip. Back here. Okay. Now we're back here. Okay, this is the part where it opened up. Took a while. This is a very useful spell against these guys. It might actually be worth it, just for fun, to go back to this game at some point in the far future and do it again, knowing all the spells. Because you can't really, you just have to find these scrolls. They're strewn about in various locations. Would be more of a run where you would use more magic and less of the melee skills and level up the magical characters faster instead of using brawn. It's just a different way of playing the game. There are some areas where you could obviously also know more what you're doing, so it would definitely be faster. You would know some of the maps. He's running away, so he took something. Pass that, yes. Funny thing is, they don't run away unless they actually took something. And that's a thief. It's he's been on a few levels already. He's like this tiny gnome guy. He walks up to you pretty quickly and then he pilfers something and runs away. Yeah, he steals random stuff and you won't find it until you find him again and manage to take care of him. Sometimes he steals your primary weapon and that's it's pretty bad. I think you can actually cast any ruin at any point, but you have to basically practice it at a low level first. I don't think you actually need to have found any of the scrolls to be able to cast them, but I might be wrong. I've been wrong before, and I will probably be wrong again many times. It's sort of what I do. Let's see here. And lots of dead ends here. Fairly certain that was a click. Yeah, that was a click. Yeah, the leprechauns are real pains in the ass. Yet another one of these skeleton keys. We now have 4 of them. I'm unsure exactly when we will need them, but I have a funny feeling that at some point we will. Hey there, Hazemaker, welcome to the stream. No, no, we have not. It's fairly long actually, considering it's a single floppy disk game. It's quite a bit of game put into a single 800K floppy. Impressive, really. They do reuse a lot. Yeah, wall tiles are all the same. This looks like a decently powerful weapon. It's a Fury. It doesn't have a 3-pronged attack like the other ones. That might actually come later. Let's try this on for size a few times here. We'll carry this along with us as well. Yeah, well, I've been close to it a few times. There was one point my puzzle where we were stuck for quite some time actually. There have definitely been times where I've been really tired of this game. This does not bode well for us. We know what those do. What we had previously were fireballs, so I'm assuming there are pressure pads here, and if you tap on them, it will fire. That might not be true. They seem to be in every location though, so this is a weird hole though. Does this shoot? They might all work, but it's a question of how they are triggered. Okay. It's a trap. Or it's not really a trap. What it is just drains you. Actually, we could have done this better. Let's quit and restore. Why would they not want you to chrome cut? Doesn't make very much sense. Okay. Okay, so what we did earlier, just staying put, was actually a better idea. We have not often been actually killed in the game. This was one of them. let's see here. What we did earlier seemed to be actually working decently. It's firing a poison cloud basically, so all we have to do is just wait here until it eventually evaporates. At which point I assume this is an excellent weapon. I'm somewhat torn as to whether I should just leave these behind or carry them with me for a little while longer, sort of leaning towards just leaving them behind here. What is this? It's a delta. What's the other one? A rapier. I'm gonna keep that one. So this hurts me a little bit, but no, my blatant disregard for the lemmings is basically endless. These are useful. Potentially we can throw these. So stock up on them. Leave the knives behind. One of them. So that's what the weird little receptacles here are for. They shoot the arrows out. This is just take this slowly. It seems to be mostly harmless. It's just a question of waiting patiently here. Nothing happened now. We're still okay. Okay, we made it through this and gained this weapon. I think we've actually leveled up the weapons quite a bit here. Actually, that's good. Probably need more strength. It was getting to the point where I took a lot of hits to bring down some of the enemies, including the scorpions for one. So we solved this. We should probably rest here a little bit, recuperate some of the health. Get a bit banged up after this. Don't have to fully recuperate, but at least restore some of the health. Probably be enough. They do slowly regenerate themselves if you just give them time, but not good to get caught without health. So now the question becomes, where do we go next? Where is it that we... No, what we're definitely not going to do is stream more lemmings for now, but it was fun to deviate from the usual games. Play something I generally don't play on stream. I did eventually save most of them. But yeah, I slaughtered quite the amount. It's so easy to get lost in these catacombs. There's a door that we haven't seen before. It's potentially where we should go next. Yeah, one of those bugs. I'm here. Face death. Like an insect. That didn't work. The door. These guys are doing a real number on us here. Also poisoned almost all of us. Let's restore. That is definitely a bee. I'm very sure it's not Hamlet the bee. Essentially one of them was Romeo and the other one was Juliet. Knows. They're back here. Okay, let's hit the spell at least. Yeah, Dennis can't pull off the spell since he's on the other side. Yeah. Roll a good poison here or damn. That again. Rebro. Poisoned. Layla is okay. So that will do. Save. We'll probably feed good friends Dennis the manage at some point. Does seem to use up more food than the other party members, essentially because he's also casting a lot of spells. Up the food supplies really quickly. It's also potentially because he's a little bit weaker than some of them are. Has the least amount of health. I think he also has the least amount of stamina. But he was a decently good magical caster, which is why he's in the party. The key, very suspiciously hidden on the floor. Barely see it. Oh, there are 2 doors. 3 doors actually. Only 1 key. It's one of those pick your poison sort of things. Start with the left door this time around. Save the game here. And we'll put the cross key in. Really sure we'll find more of the wasps here. I can hear them approaching us. What's this guy? Stole our shield. There's a wasp. Plenty of them, in fact. Get here. These guys are really only, you can only really take them down by using magic. They do an endless amount of damage on you when you have to fight them like this. There's also a huge amount of them. And they now cornered us. Hitting us. I think we need to use magic. I think that's the way. It's the second time in a short while that we find ourselves dead in the game. Things are getting more difficult. Or potentially we are being a little bit too cocky. Prepare the spell here. Both of the spell casters don't really have a lot of time. Probably also a good idea to close the damn door. We can. No, we can't. Prepare the spells again. We don't really have to worry about Stam at this exact moment in time. We'll be fine. I'm fairly certain there were more of them. Where are they now? Did they just spawn endlessly because we ran away? Was that it? No, I can hear them. Right here. Actually, now we can cast the cure poison spell. That again. Yeah, again. Then this is also poisoned. Without we have the mana to be able to cast another cure poison spell. But let's see. No, don't. Wait a little bit here. Another hornet approaching. Let's kill it with magic. Can't really fight it right now. We can't cast another fireball spell either, so the hornets aren't done for. We have trouble. We have another fireball spell ready, so that's good. No one mana. We need to rest. Not wise to do so before we manage to cure the poison, though. This is one of those times when flick carrying a torch. Good idea. I think the thief took our shield as well, so find him, eliminate him. There. Okay. Need to do now is beat Dennis. Then definitely need to rest a little bit. Hoping no enemies sneak up on us here. Swear I heard the little thieving bastard here somewhere. Doesn't really matter, we'll find him eventually. Light here, we can't really see anything. Again. And we should definitely prepare the fireball spell in case we run into something nasty. A pretty big area here. As per usual in this game, it probably appears to be a little bit bigger than it actually is. Not another of these copper coins. Really hasn't been much point to them so far in the game, but we've kept them anyway. Was at least one location where you could actually use them. Might be again, who knows. Things do appear to be pretty quiet for the moment. Somewhat scary. There's a door. Does it close if we walk forward? No. Based on this, I'm going to assume something opened up behind us as well. A wasp must have come from somewhere. circle here. There's this guy. Die. Who's poisoned now? Layla is. Mix something. Salt for now. I place the other arrow. Ah, yes, the deep target. What a butthole. I know, roll our magnifier. Where is our shield? He stole, potentially someone else stole that from us. It's a circle. Nothing much to see here. In here before. I don't see that very much actually opened up. It really appeared to be any. Oh, this might be it. It's valuable. Isn't a lot of food. Hasn't been much food for a good while now. You sometimes run into these levels for a pit where you can actually farm a little bit for food, but then after that it becomes difficult again. What the hell is that? I think the Atlantic Ocean is attacking us. Seems to be a Mewtwo. What is it? Don't see that the melee is doing much of anything to it. Might want to try that poison cloud. Might work on it. Absolutely nothing to him. It's not good. Got lucky time around. Someone poisoned. No. What do we do with this guy? Again. Now we did get poisoned. To find a safe space to cast the cure poison spells. Right now, we don't have enough mana for even one bout of it. And we have no idea how to fight this guy. I think the arrow actually hit him. Weird. It actually seemed to be causing any damage. How do you hit a piece of liquid anyway? He can certainly hit us. The arrow flies directly above him, so that doesn't really help at all. Deal with this guy. Possibly through magic, but how? Cure the poison. Try to run away before he does more harm. I have no idea how to deal with this guy. Now there are more hornets. This is bad news. We have no way of protecting ourselves. Yeah, we're most definitely very dead. Okay, we need to figure out how to kill this monster. Yeah, basically. The bee's knees. I'm going to do now, because this is a bad situation and a difficult thing to do in the middle of a battle, is make a bout of these cure poison into flasks. Good idea to do this up front. We don't end up having to do this in the middle of a battle. That's what to do. You need a colon behind CT-HTT2. Other than that, that looks correct. And you don't actually, after Amiga-DOS 2, you don't actually need to type CT anymore. You can just type HTT2 colon. Enough. Now, it would be very nice if we could actually cast a light, but we can't. Out of mana. But this butt wipe. Did you steal? He really likes the magnifying glass. I really don't like the fact that he stole our shield. Actually, very bad news. Guys, are bad news. At least we can cast the light. I'm going to try the weakening spell on this blob. See if that actually works. It might not. There's the shield. At least we found that again. That's good. There's this damn blob. These guys are a real pain in the ass. Particularly when you can't use the spells on them. Yeah, they corner you, they're very good at doing this. It's amazing how quickly these guys corner you. I really need to have the spells ready. It's near impossible to fight these guys without using the spell. Basically the only way to do it. We run into the blob, we can easily run away from him. So need to fight these hornets first. There's a pair more. Yeah, we can basically cast another one, and now we're out of mana. There's our shield again, which we need. Now we're out of mana. There are more of them in there. We've done quite a few of them in so far. What I'm going to do now is run away a little bit. Assume that we've managed to escape most of them already and restore some of our mana and some of our health as well. Basically the only thing we can do at this point. This is going okay, but it's gotten more difficult for sure. Back to the front lines here. There they are, our friends. At least now we have these two bouts of this. Potentially not three, however. No. Somewhat lacking. Save. I don't know how many we've killed so far, but there seems to be a hornet nest. Yeah, there are more of them. Have the other spellcaster though as well, so. Get here. Good news is that we're leveling up very quickly. Which will help us get more mana. Has to cut more spells. Although at the rate these guys are coming in, that will not be enough. One more to go here. More coins. Weirdly, lots of coins. Chest. I have a feeling at some point in this level we will need to use all of these coins to do something with them. Seems like they're hiding them all over the level. Eat. Yeah.
No.
Would be nice to have a shop to buy stuff. That element isn't really in this game. I think we're endlessly going in circles here. Isn't really this big. Yeah, you gotta save something for game number 2. That's potentially correct. Die. That's it. Okay, we just about managed enough mana to cast one more. That was pretty close to not being possible. He's basically at 0 mana. There was one more. And it has recuperated a little bit. The status here. Not that the wizard. He's an artisan priest, which is sort of funny because he is a priest. They are now both adept wizards. But he isn't nearly as competent a priest, which is his primary skill, as he is a wizard, because almost all of the combat spells are wizarding spells. I've used them quite a bit more than I have the healing ones. I'm fairly certain we are looking for a key here to open one of the other doors. Although there is a door here. Yeah, this is where we found this guy. We have no idea how to get rid of. Fairly certain this does absolutely nothing for this guy. Yeah, it's basically impossible to map this on stream. I won't even try it. It would take forever and it would be very boring. Gotten this far without mapping on paper, so yeah, the problem with the auto mappers is that they all require you to run the program inside the mapper. But it's really a very nice way to approach it. Let's see. This did absolutely nothing to this creature, whatever it is. Let's see what the weakening was dash U. That worked. That worked. Does work, but it takes a lot of hits. Damn it. Bad news. One of the hornets is now after us as well. Run away we did. Eventually to our destruction. Very little we can do at this point but sleep. Try to recuperate some mana. There's no way we can get out of this without it. Have Nabi generate the fireball spell so we can take care of the hornet. Where is it? It is. It need to look long. As you. There's this guy. It takes a lot of hits. Pretty much out of mana at this point again. There's another hornet. Although thankfully only one of them. Potentially still enough to kill us. Now we can't see anything. It's not making this any easier. Get here. I'll kill you. Really barely see where we're going at this point. Finally he dies. We're doing in terms of poison. The one poison character. We're smart. Wrong bottle. Again. Now we need to rest. It's just the way it is. Don't fight this without resting. And we need to be able to cast some light so we see what we're doing. Potentially save as well. We're in a precarious situation here. There the Where were we? Yeah, we were in the middle of a desert here. There is this guy. Is it even possible to kill this guy? I don't know. Oh, he's basically got us cornered. Can't even fight him when he stands up. Oh, sure how to approach this guy. Have one more bout of the Desue spell, which does seem to affect him. Although, not entirely sure it's actually doing any damage at all. Maybe we could try the rapier, the warper blade, I was going to say. Eventually we could try that. Yeah, that works. So he's one of those guys that can only be killed by the warper blade. Okay. At least we know. Good that I actually kept one of them around. Because we've dealt with this problem before. We didn't really need to take this much damage, but it's okay. Done worse. Thank you, Ahmed, for the GGs. Okay, potentially we need to rest again. Don't think we have any choice. We need to. What's happening with Stam? Okay, he's out of food. Fix that right now. Potentially he's out of water as well. Aren't quite as badly situated. Yeah, now we are under arrest. Allow Stam to recuperate a little bit more. He took the brunt of the beating there. Okay, yet another door here. This is a whole level of doors. 2 more doors here and no way to open them. Guess we could try the soul spell. Doesn't work. There's a button somewhere. Before we move on, let's save the game again and prepare some spells. So we end up a fine mess at the other end of this door, which seem likely, really. Really is a lot to this level. Another one of these guys. Swap weapon. Not difficult to kill when you know how. Just hack at it with water blade. Take a while, but who cares? But before we had managed to weaken it a lot by using magic, but the weakening spell works on it. So I don't think you can actually kill an enemy with a weakening spell. I think you can only weaken him, so if you can't actually cause damage using some other way, I think they're basically impossible to kill. Now we're in an open space, so we can basically just fight him. Moves very slowly, doesn't really attack that fast, so he isn't really all that difficult. Once you know how to kill him, I like him more than I like the hornets. This is just a bit of dancing. But it would be better if I had kept 2 of these warp blades. We could do this twice as fast, but fine. We're heavy to carry. We're already overburdened. We have so much stuff with us. Must not be underestimated how many hit points this guy has, although this is also a very weak weapon. So we're not doing a ton of damage per turn. It seems that this is an enemy from another dimension or such. Yeah, we're playing Dungeon Master. A button. Plate of light, it says. Indeed, it is light. Much lighter than the one we had before. It seems about the same. Lighter boots as well. Nice. This is an upgrade. Give this 9 tier, I believe. The lighter stuff is definitely good. Yeah, this is one of the first games of such, really. We also played Might and Magic 2 on stream. One of the very early ones as well. Both of them are pretty good, although Might and Magic 2 is more difficult. Has slightly more elements to it, but it's also more difficult, and particularly the save system in Might and Magic is these games 1 and 2 is a pain in the ass. I've completed both of them now. 2 on stream, and I completed 1 on the PC at the time. Must be a sucker for punishment playing these old RPGs. They're also sometimes quite rewarding as well. More of our friends on the other side of the doors. These two pairs I can spot. Good thing we have 2 pouch of the bell ready to go. They are poisoned. These 2 characters are poisoned. And this is the pure poison spell, I think it was, yes. Now only one is poisoned. Let's fix that. What was it again? Vipro, right? I think it was Vipro. Fairly certain it was. Wrong character. There we go. We mix it up. At least 1 more batch. Keep on us here. Eventually 2 of them. Yeah. It's really bad when you end up in a situation where you really need this. Don't have any. I assume this is the same area. Yes, it is. There we go. 2 flasks of Vipro. Can we? Oh, a little more light here. Wait for the mana to recuperate a little bit. More of these guys.
I'm getting laughs.
Yeah.
Maybe I should host the show.
Hey, hello. Thanks for the host. I think we'll run out here. Potentially a rest. I think we also do dig deep into the rest of our food supply and try to eat something here. So I have to place this bow. Allow him to eat something. A bit more. At some point we will simply run out of food. Will be a problem. Where did I place his bow? It's here. Okay. I've at least eaten something now. Arm ourselves with this. Now keep the water blade somewhere close though. Meantime, let's rest. Need to recuperate the mana. Some of that health as well. Cast a little light. and save. And onwards. Here, at least one part of the spell as well. Another door. Enlarge my view, it says. Ah yes, this is where the magnifying glass comes in handy. There would be a place, which is why I placed it there, so we could see it. I think I got rid of the shield at some point to save weight. Okay. Pressure plates abound here. This seems like a correct place to just end the stream. It's 1 AM already here. We're about to head into some puzzle here. I think there's plenty left of this level 11. We still have 2 doors on the front to complete, so it's probably at least an hour left on this level. Pick this up next Wednesday at 10. As per usual. Let's see here. So I already save. I should do it again just in case. And then quit. Go out of the game. I've done many times before. I should probably make a backup of the save. I'll do that off stream. Let's see whether we can find someone to raid. Who's on? And what are they doing? Coconut is on. Playing. And how long has he been at it? About 2 hours. Still playing that game. Yeah, great Coconut. More than worthy. Keeps giving to the community. And set that up now. I'll skip to the extra. Thanks for coming, guys. It's been fun having you here. Monkey Island, Part 3 on Friday, Might and Magic on Saturday, and Dungeon Master again next Wednesday. Until then, good night, sleep well.